Hi, today I am sharing with you my completed Disneyland 2022 album that I completed this weekend. I used a citrus twist album, and then I just labeled it very plainly, and I just wanted to share. So the pages here are from a Studio Calico Traveler's Notebook, and I just pulled it all apart. I tend to be very chunky with my scrapbooks, so when I try to use Traveler's Notebooks, they either fall apart in the middle or there's just too much to handle. So I cut it apart and I bought this album from Citrus Twist, which is the Traveler's Notebook size. It's I think it's a little over 4 by a little over 8. So here it is. I used a lot of L Studios embellishments, and you'll notice at the beginning of the album I have a lot of embellishments, and then as it goes on to the end it starts to get a little sparse, but I wanted to finish this weekend. I had about 3 days and I had only maybe 2 pages done prior to that. So let's dig in. This first page, I just had this picture I took of one of the storefronts in downtown Disney, and I put the day we traveled, and I talked about it here, what we did that first day. I actually had forgotten this part, so I put this little insert, and I believe this is from Studio Calico, and I just put it in with these little tabs, and these insert tabs are from Citrus Twist as well, and they actually go the whole length of the book, and you'll see them in other parts of my scrapbook. This one I just cut to fit here. And then here, these are our 2-day passes. And I just thought they were so cute, I had to scrapbook them. And this is just plain and simple, just use some stickers on this, and I believe this is from the L Studios. And we had the Genie Pass for one of the days, so I put it in there, and this is the only pullout of the whole album. And it just talks about how my mom had won 2 tickets, and in order to get most of all the rides, I upgraded us to the Genie to get all the lightning lanes. And then here, I love this. This is a artwork. Let's see if you can see it. This was in our hotel, and it's just this huge mural. So I took a photo of it, and I printed it as big as my printer would print it, so it's 7 in length. But I thought it was so, I had to use it in my book, and you can't really tell, but there's the characters of Disney. So that was a fun part. And then I just talked about our hotel room, because this was part of the Traveler's Notebook, so I used that to my advantage. And then this is the first day. I left this pretty much how it was in the Traveler's Notebook. I really like this, so I just put a couple stickers and was done with that. And then just us on the photo op teacup, and then one of the teacup we actually did on the ride. And then just talks about how I love the Mad Tea Party because of all the colors and all the decorations. And you'll also notice, like at the beginning, a lot of these are multi-pages, and then towards the end it's just 1 page because I ran out of room. And then this is Winnie the Pooh. He's my favorite character, so he got a lot of space in this book. And again, I just love this, so I left it alone, just put some washi tape on there. And just, little props. throughout the little area. And then the ride, some of the photos. And then It's a Small World. And this is from Studio Calico. They had another kit, and it had a bunch of, these are what, 3x8s. So I used that. And just more It's a Small World. More It's a Small World inside. And I talked about here how everybody goes in there and you have the musical earworm the next day, or throughout the rest of the day because of this song, but all the little displays are so cute. You have to go in there. And this is us in line. And then of course you have to get a picture of the castle. So here's the castle. And again, I didn't really want to cover any of this, so just a little label at the top. And here is the Haunted Mansion. And I took a picture of us on the ride at the end. You can't really see us, and then the ghosts, so that was fun. And I got to use this one stamp. I believe it's either from Social Paper Plan, or I think it's from her, but it might be from Paper Person. Kelly Perky's new, but it's an older stamp. And then this actually said favorite 10 eats, but I didn't really want to use favorite, so I covered that portion up, and I just talked about all the stuff we ate through the 3 days, 3.5 day trip. And this was just one of the places we ate. And then here was the Star Wars, and this is just in the middle of the book, and I just left it where it fell. We didn't go on any of the rides in Star Wars area, the Galaxy's Edge, but I did take a lot of pictures. So this one I just did 2 little 3x4 flips, and just talked about how we didn't do any of the rides. And then this, we had brought our own water bottles, but it was hot, and the line in this area was so long to refill it that I ended up buying an overpriced bottle of water. And so I actually used it. I mean, look at those pretty colors, but I said this was a souvenir, so, and I thought that was cool that they had it in the Star Wars language. And then again, that's the Galaxy Edge. And this was the Safari, and I just did 2 pages of that. And then this is the next day, which was also our last day. And here's where you'll see I only do 1 page. So this is just the picture of Radiator Springs. And we were unfortunately not able to ride the racers because it was closed all that day. But I did get this picture of, in that area. This was from the Guardian of the Galaxy. I love this ride. I love scary rides. I liked how this turned out. This is actually 2 different pictures. And the way I had just put them together, it looks like this is actually in front of it, but it's 2 separate things. But that's that. And these stickers are from the Paper Person, I believe. And then here is the Monster Inc. ride. I love all these colors, so I had to get that door. And here is Ariel. This was a little boring ride, but it was nice and cool inside, so we went on. And then I just talk about which rides were closed that we couldn't get on. Pirates of the Caribbean were closed. The Space Mountain wait was too long. We did get on Indiana Jones, but I didn't put it in here. And we also went on the Matterhorns. And we did not get on the web slinger ride, the Spider-Man ride, because that was also too long. And then I just talk about how I love the, what is it called? Incredicoaster. But my mom did not. And then I talked about how the first night we did not go back to the park because I was just too tired to walk back there. And I actually had watched the fireworks show on TikTok in our hotel room. And then the next day we went back and we were waiting for the fireworks, but they ended up canceling because it was too windy. So we didn't really get to see them live. And this is just the final picture of Mickey. So that's always a fun to catch the characters. And I inserted both of the maps, and this is where I use the inserts from the Citrus Twist, and you could just buy them, and then it goes all along the length of 8 inches. So thank you for watching, and I'm excited that I got this completed. I only have 3 more Disneyland albums to go, but hopefully I'll get in the swing of things. I had not been scrapbooking for 2 years, so this might have been the push I needed. So thank you for watching. Bye.